Hello, everyone. Welcome to Misty Mountain Legends, our Fowl and Friends campaign. So glad to have you all here. See a few first timers joining us in the chat. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Picking up kind of at the start of an arc, really. We haven't gotten into the meat of the story, but we'll provide some context. But first things first, hello, welcome. I'm your humble dungeon master, Luke. I play everyone except for these fine people, and these fine people play characters. We'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves. We're gonna switch it up. AJ, why don't you start this time? Also, fun little get to know you question that we asked is, if your character was in a horror movie, what horror movie character stereotype would they be?
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Susha Kid, and I play your cool bro, Cleric, Halfling, Dolf. Gotta do the dabs. And the person that Dolf is going to be is he would be the first. He'd be the first one to die. He would be the first one to die. Yeah, he's not fast enough.
Is that
everyone has long legs? He only has 25 feet of movements. Like, it's not gonna go well.
That's fair. Oliver.
Hello, I'm Oliver. I am playing Alais Luxina, a resident fancy lad now, whose class you'll figure out when I start kicking all of Luke's characters' asses in this fight. The trope he would be is like the jock who thinks he's brave but is stupid about it. So he'd be like, there's nothing in this basement, swings the door open, gets murdered, that guy.
Checks out. Anna.
Hi. I'm Anna. I play Lyra, who is a Tiefling bard. And according to the poll that I'm seeing on Twitch, it looks like most people think Lyra is gonna die first. Or at least which character will die in combat, and Lyra is currently, I think it's like 91% believe I'm gonna die. So thanks guys. I love that encouragement.
I at least put no one.
I also put no one. So anyway, Lyra, when I think of Lyra in a horror movie, it's not really a horror movie, but I equate Lyra to Barb in Stranger Things. The friend that's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this thing. I'm getting bad vibes. I'm gonna go home, and dies anyway. Yeah, that would be Lyra. So, okay.
Oh, Deanna.
Hello, that is me. I'm Deanna. I play your chaotic gremlin wood elf rogue Isira. And if Iz was a horror movie trope character, I think that she would be the Harbinger. She would just be like chilling in the woods somewhere, and the rest of the characters would walk by, and she'd just be like, there's some scary crap that way. Be careful. I feel like that really checks out for her.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, Luke.
Hey y'all, I'm Luke, and I play Burganofagus, who's he's a kind of a scaredy cat of a Firbolg, and if he was a horror movie trope, I think he'd be that kid in the back who's like, I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should call the police or something. Is like kind of like, he's like that guy. He's like super scared, and everyone's like, come on, don't be such a baby. And yeah, that's who Burgy is.
Alais is for sure the one that would be saying, come on, don't be such a baby.
Yeah, that's Burgy.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's so on point. Well, wonderful. So glad to have you all here, my wonderful players, and to catch everyone up to speed, at least as to what's happened recently. Last time we met, the party had a lot going on. They had been summoned to help present a magical sentient sword to the Duke's son, who essentially was having his coming of age ceremony, as it were. Even though he's already, fairly, he's an adult already. But they had helped return this sword when it had gotten stolen, along with a few other powerful or rare or historical items that had just been stolen somehow by some very talented thief, who they found out was Sovelia, the daughter of the head advisor to the Duke. So, they found all that out, and recently met her again at the party that they're all attending, the ceremony, where she had escaped their clutches, as it were, and no one believed them when they said it was her, because no, she's got such a clean track record, and she covers up her tracks. So, everything was going swell. They got to meet a very tall, old dragonborn lady. Dolf took a certain interest in. That was very good, very good. Burgy was pretty good at flirting. Wasn't too bad himself.
I don't think I did.
It's the kind of flirting that everyone else sees it as flirting, but Burgy just thought it was conversation.
Accurate. After all that, there was some presentation from guests to the Duke and his son, some gifts, and at the very end came the time to present the sword, known as Rune, to the Duke's son, young Master Sarsin, as he's known by most. They presented the sword, and he took it from them, and was admiring it. But a bit before all this, Lyra and Alais had all noticed there was some odd shadows moving on the tall glass ceilings above. There's some strange shadows moving about. They couldn't see anything. Lyra and Alais attempted to talk to some guards about it, and they just shh. Was it Lyra? Did you talk to? No, Lyra, you didn't talk to guards. It was Alais. That's right. But after that, they presented the sword, and then suddenly there was a sound of horrible crashing and crackling of glass, and suddenly glass and arrows were raining down on top of them, and that is where we had left off last session. And so this session, we're going to be picking right up with some pretty intense things, I do believe. So, let's, that's my Burgy voice. That's my Burgy impression there. It's not a good one. Yeah, it's not a good one. I don't know how Luke does it. That's oh, guys. No, I can't. I just can't. My attempts are pretty awful. So, let's go ahead and jump over here to the battle, where we see this is a little late, as this is how many enemies there are. This is not the crowd, this is enemies. So, those of you who succeeded in the perception check, i.e., everyone except Dolf and Burgy, y'all get a chance to do something. So,
There's 100 of them.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, there's 100 of them, roughly.
Where are we on that?
Y'all are right here. Y'all are in this one open spot.
Okay. Is that where
Now-
the guards would have been posted?
The guards would have been posted kind of around this area, some along the walls. So there are guards and other people who will be participating in this fight, but we're only really focusing on y'all, so I didn't put them in.
Some of these guys look a little different, like they're bigger. Is that intentional?
Are you gonna make? Is that what you're gonna do with your action?
No, I'm asking you, like.
You have very little time, so they're technically not there yet. So,
Okay.
right now, arrows and glass are falling down. So what are the three of you doing? Because Dolf and Burgy, sorry, y'all are just gonna have to make basic dex saves.
Cool. So
Okay.
they are still in like the skylight situation.
Yes, they're
I'm
still
gonna cast
above.
Moonbeam on it.
So you've asked me to make a dex save?
Yes, Burgy and Dolf, go ahead and make me dex saves. Elias, what did you say?
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam, on that where all of them are in a group.
All right, tell me what Moonbeam does.
It fucks them up real good. So it is a radius cylinder that is 40 foot high in a 5 foot radius. They need to make con saves, DC 16.
All right, so you'll essentially hit one of them.
Okay.
So,
So right now we're responding to a hail of arrows, right?
correct.
Okay. So my dex save was 9. But if you give me a reaction, I'll take it and use it.
So since y'all failed the perception check, your reaction is the dex save.
Okay, understood.
All right. And how does a 14 do for Constitution?
It fails, so they're gonna take 14 radiant damage.
Not too bad.
And it stays there as long as I hold concentration. So if a creature begins its turn, when a creature first enters the spell area or starts its turn there, it makes another con save and takes more damage.
Gotcha. Noted.
And that's 5 foot radius, and then 40 foot from the floor up 40 feet.
Noted. All right. So you cast Moonbeam, and these don't appear to be anything more than your very basic, like, soldiers or what have you. You hit one, and he just immediately just gets hit by this Moonbeam and is just
Nice.
killed right away. So, thank you to the gift sub. I appreciate that. And that's so kind of you. So that kills one.
I have to remember that I switched classes, so I need certain dice closer to me rather than other ones.
All right, Lyra and what are y'all doing? Dolf, what is your question?
Does my duck need to make a dex save as well?
Yes. Go ahead. I also need to roll one for Gabo, who saw,
Um,
but so he gets to do his own thing.
Where's the Duke's son who has the sword?
In front of y'all, like right next to y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Lyra, did
So-
you want to go first?
Sure. Lyra's gonna cast Cloud of Daggers. And that will stay up as long as I'm concentrated on it. But I'm gonna put it. These guys are all spread out. Is there anywhere that they're not spread out?
So really, what you're seeing, they're not there yet.
Okay.
None of those enemies are on the ground yet. They're all on the skyline above you. They will be coming down.
Okay.
While you look at that, where, like, can you click on the map where the skylight would be? Because I'm going to put that circle down.
So the entire ceiling's made of glass, so they're just breaking through.
Okay.
They're literally coming from all down.
Cool. In that case, I'll just pick a spot where I'm going to have Moonbeam have started from.
Perfect.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Is Gobbo close to me?
Gabo is, yes, right next to you.
I'm gonna touch Gobbo, and invoke heroism. So until the spell ends, which is a minute, he is immune to being frightened, gains temporary hit points at the start of each of his turns. And then he will lose those hit points at the end of 1 minute. But
Gotcha.
he will, at the start of his turn, he will gain 8 hit points
Ooh,
each turn.
that's really nice. And they're temporary?
Yeah, and they will go away once the spell is over.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, cool. I have his stuff pulled up. Alright, so that's what you're doing in that case. Also, Alais and Lyra, both of you now need to make dex saves as well. What are you doing?
Where does all of their attention seem to be targeted?
The arrows are raining down everywhere, hitting
Okay.
guests, soldiers, guards, everyone who is in this room they are targeting. There doesn't seem to be a specific place.
That changes my plan.
I'm struggling making a circle. Ignore me.
I'm gonna cast color spray. Anyone who's within 15 feet of me. I have to roll 60-10.
They're not within 15 feet of you yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I move first? I meant to do that first.
Well, no, they're all still in the skylight. They're all still above, like by 50
Okay.
feet.
So there's none on the ground yet?
Yes, this is just to represent
Okay.
how many you can see above you.
Can I hold my action to cast color spray when a group of them
Absolutely.
becomes within 15 feet of me?
You absolutely can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that,
Perfect. And then.
and then I'm gonna move. Sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
I'm gonna move in front of the Duke's son
All right,
to
perfect.
kind of shield him.
All right, go ahead and give me a dex save as well. Elias and Lyra, what was y'all's dex saves?
19.
14.
14. Dolf and Burgy, what was y'all's again?
9.
Mm.
Mine was 17, and my duck, who I forgot their name, is 13.
Okay. All right. And is
27.
27. Yeah, freaking rogue. Gabo also had a very good dex save, but he is
Go,
also
Gabo!
Gabo also just kind of ducked and like grabbed his shield that he has on his back and raised it above his head. So
Good.
Just like I taught him. Yeah.
he's following your instructions. So with that, the majority of you, those of you who saved, don't take any damage.
What was the save?
The save was 14.
So just Burgy and the duck.
Yeah, we're off to a bad start.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty rough initial hit.
What am I being hit with?
Arrows and glass.
Now, I do not have a reaction, you said?
Because you did fail the perception check last session.
Fine.
Yes, I'm so sorry. So
No,
you're
you want
taking
to.
a
No, you
total
want
of 16 piercing and slashing damage.
Jeez.
Missed.
Yikers.
The duck that I forgot the name of is looking rough.
Don't worry. Once he dies, he comes back.
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
know.
really die.
But he's just. I need him for one specific thing that I want to do if I have high enough initiative.
All right. So you have all managed to avoid the majority of damage, save for Burgy and the duck. And with that, a few dozen ropes start to fall from the ceiling, and hundreds of people start sliding down these ropes. All of them wear helmets with face covers, so you can't make out their features. And they all wear the same cloaks that flow down to their calves and cover any sort of armor. And as about 100 people dressed in the same guard descend down these ropes, the king's guard that are standing around rush to the bottom of the ropes where the attackers are, and just begin fighting, and chaos has erupted in this throne room. Many guards rush right to the king's side and to the duke's side, and his son's side, and just surround them. And I need all of you to make another perception check.
Can you work for me this time?
I'm feeling
Okay.
much more perceptive now.
What was
Hey.
that, Elias?
25.
25?
I'm not that perceptive. 18.
18. Dolf, what was yours?
Are we implementing that rule?
Already?
If you want to, yes. So, all right, in that case, I'm going to explain it. So, chat, I found a wonderful TikToker, Annie the Gnome. Yes. Created this wonderful homebrew rule called the Devil's Deal, where a player can ask a DM at any point to change a die to a nat 20, but then at any point after that, I, the DM, can switch any of their die rolls to a nat 1. So it's a very dangerous gift that AJ is blessing me with.
Hey, Luke, I would like to make a deal.
Would you like to change what you rolled to a natural 20?
Yes.
For this perception check?
For a perception check. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So,
Alright,
like,
nat
you
20.
rolled a nat 1.
I did not roll a nat 1. If I rolled a nat 1, I can roll again because I'm a halfling.
Oh, that's true.
But
So 2s are worse.
yeah.
All right, Lyra and Iz, what did y'all get?
A 13.
13s all around?
17.
17. Okay, gotcha. Well, the check for it was 12. So,
Gonna get it. So
Can I ask a point of clarification on this?
yes.
So he asked to change his roll to a nat 20.
Yes.
And you said that you could change any dice after
Any
that?
of his rolls.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
any of AJ's rolls I can change
wanted
to
to
a
be like,
natural
if-
1.
no,
if
I'm
that
not.
applies to all of us. Woof!
Yeah, no, that'd be really bad.
Okay.
All right, so in that case, you all succeed. You all can see on these cloaks, amidst the chaos, as the ones that have sliding down these ropes and have made it start spreading around the room, attacking everyone. You can see there's an emblem on their cloaks. It appears to be a leaf with kind of 3 points to it, kind of similar to a maple leaf, but you recognize it from an estel tree.
Canadians.
And there's a dragon's tail coming from where it would be the stem, and it is curling up and around this leaf. If you want to know what it is, go ahead and roll a history check to see if you recognize it.
Hey, what else do I get for that nat 20 in perception?
You, with the nat 20 for the perception, I'll give you, and also I think Elias, who got a 27,
He goes 25.
25. Well, either way, both of you see two individuals who seem to be the, who look a bit more tough than the rest of the group. So, that is what you get for that. Alright, so
I
history
don't know if
checks.
that was the right time to use that deal with the devil, AJ.
Look. Oh, man.
I got an 11 on a history check.
Alright, yeah,
Oh,
no,
let me
you
think
don't
about
quite
that.
recognize it.
12.
Yeah, you don't quite recognize it.
18.
18, alright. You do. Lyra? No. Elias?
16.
16. Alright, so Elias and Dolf, both of you actually do recognize it. You recognize that this is the sigil the noble family of Croth, who are the rulers of Crothler Island, that is just east off the coast from Nosthaver. And there has never been any sort of foul or ill will between Nosthaver and Crothler Island. But that is what you recognize that emblem as.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Thank you, Swaggerton, for the sub.
While we do that roll, I just popped in our chat a token for you to just throw on for Alais real quick.
I think you can upload it to Roll20.
I can't figure out how to. That's what I've been doing over here.
Gotcha. In which chat?
The Zoom chat.
Oh, gotcha. Hang on. Sorry. That's cool. That messes with those things. Perfect. All right, there we go. Fixed. 1 second. Where is it? Well, apparently it didn't work. You should just be able to go to the newspaper. Apparently it didn't work for me. If you go to your what is Storm.
Yeah, just change that.
Yeah, you should be able to edit it.
Okay, cool. I'll just change
yeah,
that.
if you go edit, yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Cool.
Because it didn't download to the link didn't download to my laptop.
Gotcha.
So, cool. All right. So, who got 20 through 25 for initiative? All right. Who got 19 through 15?
17.
17. All right. 17 is what you get.
17.
17. You have the higher dex. I'm very certain.
What?
That's shocking. All right.
I got 16.
16. All right. 10 through 5.
14.
Or sorry, 14
Yeah.
through 10.
Yeah, I'm not in that range, but I'm 14.
It's also 14.
Which one of you Burgy does?
Okay.
Sorry. I'm just very certain that Burgy has a higher dex.
Full confidence.
All right. Cool.
Who's in? Why am I asking?
All right.
I know my own answer.
With that, everyone is there. You see the king, or the duke, his son, the guards, they're all fighting. The duke and his son seem to be handling themselves just fine. The duke's using rune, very efficient.
The Duke's son's using rune.
Yes, because y'all
Yeah.
did present rune to the duke's son, and he did take it. So he has rune, and rune is cooperating quite well. So, all of these enemies have now descended or are descending actively. So you have a bunch on the ropes, a bunch around you. It won't be long before the room is reflected accurately by what you see on the screen. So, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Did my color spray go off?
Oh yes, that activates right away before your turn because you held your action. So go ahead. They have to make what kind of save?
It's so I rolled 60-10 for the number of hit points of creatures affected within 15-foot cone.
Okay.
So I rolled 34 total.
34 total. All right. There is about 6 different individuals who are affected by that then.
Okay, so they're all blinded.
Perfect. So the ones that are, which direction are you thinking?
I was thinking like directly, like in front of me.
Alright. Gotcha. So the ones that are over here, these 6. Bam.
Okay. They are blinded until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha. Noted. Alright, cool. They are blinded. And now it is your turn. Since you held your action, and now you're up. What would you like to do? The 6 in front of you are blinded and are screaming like, I can't see!
I am going to... Why not? I'm going to Eldritch Blast and target 2 of the ones nearest me. Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy.
Nice. Alright.
That's a 17 to hit, the first one. And a natural 20 on the second.
Perfect.
Nice.
So both of those hit. What's the damage? Well, what's the damage?
Okay, so the first one, it's only gonna take 1 damage. And the second one I double the dice, right? So that's 6 damage.
So it's the base value of the dice maxed out plus an additional die. So if it deals a d6, it's 6 plus a d6.
So then it's 13 because it's a d10.
Perfect. All right, solid. So the first one you hit kind of just gets shot back a little bit, but is still standing. But it doesn't look great. The other one you just totally obliterate. The Eldritch Blast just rips through with this crackling energy. What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
I feel like it's like really sparkly. I feel like it's really sparkly blue. Like that matches my aesthetic. Just kind of crackles with energy and shoots out and smacks him. Well, smacks the one guy, tickles the other guy.
Now, just a little tickle for the first one, but the second one is just obliterated by this very glittery Eldritch Blast, and is just gone.
So, as my... Oh wait, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm assuming Casper is in here with me as well?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to have him kind of fly around until I direct him where to intervene.
Perfect. All right, is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is it.
All right. Wonderful. Next up, Alais.
Okay. Alais is going to aim at, I'm assuming the one that looks different is the tougher guy that he noticed.
Yes, tougher guy has landed. There's one there and there's one there. Both of them look especially tough. So which one are you going for?
The one over here.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so I'm first going to pull out my bow. Got my short bow. And take 2 shots off at him with my attack. So the first one does a 15 hit for the first.
15 misses.
Okay. And second one, 17.
17 does hit.
Okay, so for the bow damage, they're taking 6 damage total for that. And then with my bonus action, you'll see Elias's constellations on his face start to glow a little bit brighter as he activates his starry form, and the starry form archer. So I'm going to, as bonus action, shoot basically a magic bolt at this guy. A magic arrow.
I love it.
Let's... What do I add? Plus the... Okay. 22 to hit,
That hits.
and then 12 damage.
12 damage. Ooh, nice. That fella looks a little bloodied.
A little bloody.
A little bloodied. Hoo. He turns and kind of pulls the front part of his mask down. It looks like it just detaches pretty easy. And the masks are like just kind of generic faces. Nothing crazy. Just kind of like very simple looking, you know, like gladiator helmets, how they sometimes just have the faces on them.
Mhm.
Just takes the face, kind of pulls it off, and you see just a very haggard looking elven man. It looks especially worse for wear as he kind of spits some blood out and then just kind of pulls out this gnarly looking longsword that's got serrated edges down like one side, double bladed, but one side serrated, and he just points it at you and puts the face of his mask of his helmet back on.
Alais is a little bit of a cocky asshole. So he is going to take a step over, like, over here. So, a little catty step so he has more of a clear shot the next time he takes this guy out. And he's just going to smile and wave.
Solid. Wonderful. All right. Dolf, you're up.
Okay. So, Dolf is going to, after he puts his shield down, is gonna like grab both sides, like his hammer with both hands, and slam down, and is going to use one of his cleric abilities, Feathery Distraction.
Yeah.
So when he slams his hammer down, and just a wind of just of feathers start flowing around Dolf, Gabo, Lyra, and Burgy, and the duck. And is there anyone else that's within our circle over here?
The
Or-
prince is right nearby. A few guards, or
Uh,
the prince, the duke's son. I guess I can
They're
just
with-
call him a prince. It's fine.
are they within like 10 feet of us?
No.
Okay. Okay, so just the ones that I named. All of a sudden, like all these feathers start swirling around us, and then just like a bunch of, just some feathers remain, just kind of like floating around us, and we all have the blur spell activated on us.
Excellent. So all
Blur?
attackers will have disadvantage against. Which one of y'all? You.
Me, Burgy, Lyra, Gabo, and the duck.
All right.
And I'm also going to use my action to push the concentration onto the duck.
Excellent. Oh,
And so, and is that an area of effect, or is that is that attached to me?
I think how you worded it, Luke, it is an area of effect.
it is an area of effect. So as long as you're within 10 feet.
So if there's any of them that go before you, they have disadvantage
Gotcha.
before you move.
Yes.
And that
Perfect.
will be my turn.
I love that. That's one of the fun things I made. Fun fact: our wonderful AJ is a cleric of the Fowl, Order of the Fowl. It is a homebrew subclass I made specifically for this campaign.
Yeah, I'm just Luke's test dummy. What's up? What's
Yeah,
good?
it's great, so good, wonderful. Burgy, you're up next.
Okay. It looks like there's if I were to be someone who doesn't have ranged abilities, looks like there's no way that I can attack any of these people without leaving probably that area of effect. Would that be fair
Yeah.
to say?
At this moment, yes, that is correct.
You would be able to attack this person right here, and you would still have the effect. That's as far as it can go.
All right. So if I stand here?
Yep, you would be in effect of it.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Well, Burgy is very like a little bit jittery and panicked here. And he's-
Question: Is Burgy still in the Rick Coolsley form?
Yeah. I mean, it's in the pants, right? So.
It's in the pants.
So he's not even thinking about it. He would have to change his form, but he is, it's just a visual appearance change. He's still, it's basically a skin over his usual look. So he sees this person approaching, and he's gonna put up, though they are difficult to see through, like, though they look like normal man hands, the true form are these very large 8-foot Firbolg hands, and he's gonna start kind of like panic smacking, and so he's kind of in a very get back fashion, and he's like kind of flailing his arms, and he's going to rapidly strike with his bare hands, and so the first hit would be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, sorry, it'd actually be a 26 to hit.
Oh, actually, that doesn't.
Ironically.
Yes. No, that
25 would have. 26.
And so and that one smack is gonna do a 9 damage.
All right, so you smack this fella, and you see you feel the helmet crumple, and he just collapses.
Burgy is going to as a bonus action, I'm going to where is it? As a bonus action, I am going to you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna stay put. Is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that way you're still within the effect of the feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see that circle that I drew, that's the area of effect.
Mm-hmm.
Those squares that it touches.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna stay put and stay inside this feather area.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say though, he keeps flailing though. Like the guy is gone, but he's still like panic flailing.
Perfect.
Who
love
are these people in this place? I'm very nervous.
So good. All right. Lyra, you are up. What would you like to do? You are currently within the area of effect.
Okay, I have a question about what these gold things on the map are.
Pillars.
Pillars. Okay.
Those are supporting the roof.
Do they look like they're doing a lot of work, or would it be okay if one of them came down?
I mean, that ceiling's not there anymore.
Right?
So what those are supporting the in-between structures that were in between the glass panes. So how much does Lyra know about architecture?
Gonna go with not much, because she was part of a traveling circus for most of her life.
You think you'd be fine.
Okay, so Lyra is gonna cast Shatter on the pillar.
Look, you know how structurally sound. Like
We survived in the cave just fine when I did this.
That's true.
So I'm trying it again. I did 21 damage. thunder damage to this pillar. I'm gonna assume that it takes all of it because it's a pillar.
Yeah,
It's double actually.
It's double.
Because
And also, all of the guys that are around the pillar will also be taking, who are like standing right next to
Oh
it.
yeah, they have to make what kind of save?
They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
So
All right, what's the area of effect of shatter?
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. So these pillars are pretty wide, but there's multiple individuals on the ropes right next to them, multiple around it. So it was 26, right?
I rolled 21 damage.
21. Sorry, I don't know why I got 26. 21. All right. Jeez. Okay. So what happens? This is what you see. You cast it on this pillar, and the pillar immediately, like, you know, not depth charges, those bombs that Jango Fett has on his ship.
Oh, yeah, you know, cluster bombs.
Yeah, cluster bomb that go. Doom. That's kind of what this looks like.
Cool.
The pillar shatters in the same way. You kill easy, probably 9 people
Great.
with that one.
Love that.
And the pillar begins falling, and I'm going to roll
Oh boy.
to see which direction it falls.
Please not towards Iz. Please swear not towards Iz. Please not towards Iz. How big is the pillar?
I mean, it's like a 10-foot-ish pillar. The base is like 10 feet, but the pillar itself is probably only about 6 feet, roughly. Still
Okay, that's not that
pretty
tall.
big. And it is going to fall directly on top of Iz and the Duke's son.
Oh no.
Can I, as a reaction, try to make this less terrible?
What are you gonna try and do?
I have a thing called Moonlight Guardian. So is instantly surrounded by an aura made of pure moonlight. And it will absorb some of the damage.
Is that's a reaction?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I only get 1 per short rest, but
All right. So what's gonna happen now is the Duke's son and I need you to make Dex saves as this
I have
pillar
a
is.
question.
Yes.
Is this considered an attack?
No.
Okay.
I can't use the aura then.
Oh, you can't.
Nope. It specifically says when an attack hits your ally.
Ah, so yeah, this is not technically
This
an
is
attack,
just a
this
consequence.
Is just event.
I was also
This
gonna
is
try
just
and
gravity.
This got out of hand really fast.
All right.
Again.
gravity.
Sorry, guys. I killed 9 other people.
That's true.
Gravity
You did a
in my
lot.
fantasy
It's
world,
fine.
Luke.
It's
Science?
fine.
All right.
There's
so
no Newton here.
what did you get?
24.
Perfect. All right. So, I need to roll for the guards around the Duke's son. Oh wow. Okay. So this happens, and the Duke's son and the guards and you are able to dive out of the way in time. All of you managed to survive. The guards actually managed to shove the Duke's son even more so. They rolled a natural 20, so
Hell yeah.
they did great. So there is now essentially that whole section is blocked off by a large pillar.
So did they end up being did some get pushed into my aura? Like what side are they on now?
So that would mean which way did you jump? Did you jump towards the throne or away from the throne?
I probably would have stepped back.
Okay, so you would be closer to Dolf then.
Welcome to my aura.
Oh, thanks. It's lovely.
Elias just outside of it.
Aw.
I don't know you.
No, that's valid. No one
Stranger
right now,
danger.
except for the one that your child is suddenly very interested in their maps about.
All right, so Lyra, is there anything else you want to do on your turn? You just did an intense amount of damage.
Yeah, did you remove? Are you removing people that are dead
Yes.
from the map?
Oh yeah, I should. There's a few more that I need to remove.
Okay. Just making sure I don't want to have to kill these guys twice.
Specifically.
Well, I mean, at least the guy with the serrated blade is on the other side of the pillar now. So he's not gonna run towards us like a madman.
To be fair, he's just real mad at me specifically at this moment.
Oh my gosh. There we go. Fine. Apparently, there's some copies on top of copies. So, like, yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Just suddenly more. Haha! Surprise! All of them,
No,
like a
why-
clown
what is
car.
going on?
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
I was unaware that this was a clown car situation.
Yes. The clown cars have spoken.
Oh, I think you can tell by how dark the shadow is underneath their figure.
Oh yeah, I can
Do you
see.
see
that.
that?
Oh
Some
my
of them have
God.
Some that they're just standing on a black orb.
Surprise! Some of them are actually clown cars.
Holy- Luke, there's a
Worst
lot of them
nightmare.
that are multiplied under there.
There's
I
like
just
a lot of
copied
them.
and pasted. That's all I did. So I guess some of the pasting was just on top of other ones.
Where
Anyways,
are they, guys?
so Lyra, what do you want to do? What do you do now after casting that?
Nothing. I'm done.
All right. It is now this horde of people's turn. Around you is chaos. At this point, all of that you can see of the people who are attacking you have come down these ropes and are just attacking anyone and everyone. There are guests whom you walked past who are being cut down left and right. Guards are working overtime trying to protect those who had been here, some of the visiting nobles. Elias, a specific noble, has caught up to you.
Bronson.
Bronson grabs onto your waist and is like holding onto you for protection. So you're gonna have to deal with that on your turn, just so you know.
Okay.
Just push him in a circle.
Honestly, Elias has no allegiance to this guy. He got what he wanted from him. They made their fair trade. He'll knock him out.
But now, so pretty much everyone but Elias is getting disadvantaged against. You're all getting attacked. All right, so Elias. Yep. Oh gosh. Okay, so Burgy, what is your AC again?
My AC is 15.
15. All
They
right,
all have
so
disadvantage.
this will in fact hit.
Oh no. My disadvantage didn't work.
Disadvantage, I rolled 2 13s and they get a +7.
+7?
Whew, you're taking. That's gonna. Oh, that's a good amount. That's. Oh no, it's only 12 points of
Oh my
piercing
goodness.
damage.
What did
Okay, I was so scared.
Okay, and last one. Woo! One of those was a natural 20. It's a good thing there's disadvantage. So from around you, these attackers try and just swing into this mass of feathers. Only one of them manages to really swing in and hit one of you. It ends up being Burgy. The rest of you, their swords just slash by, but they're now essentially surrounding you entirely. So-
Can you, by any chance, can you point out to me who hit me?
Oh, absolutely. So it was definitely this guy.
Okay.
So they're kind of getting all in here. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of move some of them over.
Oh gosh. It's scary when they move at once.
Surprise.
It's like little spiders.
So yeah, you're heartily surrounded. And it is now Gobbo's turn. Gobbo's going to go after that one that's right next to you, Lyra.
Give him hell. Give him hell.
Gabo pulls out his sword that has the remains of his mother's scarf wrapped around it. Lyra, since you're right there, you see a certain fierceness in his eyes. Something you haven't seen before. Normally he seems much more scared. No, you have seen this before. Last time you saw this was when he crawled out from underneath that ancient owlbear's corpse and just began stabbing it repeatedly. You see the same look in his face as he attacks and so okay, this is gonna be fun. So fun fact, I'm using a sidekick class for Gabo that comes from Tasha's Culture of Everything. He's using the warrior sidekick. One nice little thing they get is they score critical hits on a roll of 19 and 20.
Hell yeah.
And I just rolled a 19.
Hell yeah.
So Gabo is dealing a lot. Oh my gosh.
The child crits.
Child crits does frickin' 12 damage with a short sword. No, sorry. Maths, 14 damage with a short sword. And he just cuts this guy down so quickly and easily. And just starts kind of moving away from safety.
Oh.
And is now... He moves there. So actually, no, he's still in the safety, and he turns to this guy and doesn't quite have multi-attack yet. So that is his turn.
He does have 16 hit points.
No, he's got more now. He's got more now.
No, the temporary hit points from my spell.
You're right.
Now is up to 16.
So, oh wow, man, he's beefy. Whoo! Cool. Yeah, he's got lots of health. All right. In that case, around you is chaos.
It sure is.
Can I interrupt real quick? We forgot to do a thing.
Oh, your moonbeam?
The 3 guys that are in the moonbeam need to make another con save.
Perfect. What do they have to? Oh, it doesn't matter. They failed.
Cool. They will take 10 more damage.
10 more damage. Solid. Okay, in that case, actually, I'll just do this. One of them does not die, but 2 of them do.
Cool.
All right. So, what you doing?
Side note, were any of those enemies that saved one of the blinded ones from the pillar earlier?
No. All the
Okay.
blind ones were too far away from the pillar.
Got it. All right. Then I am going to run over to this big guy over here to the left.
This fellow there.
And I'm going to have, signal cast as I'm running towards him, have him swoop down and peck him in the face. And then I'm going to Booming Blade and stab him with my rapier.
Solid. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a natural 18. 26.
6. Yeah, that definitely hits. What's the damage?
Okay. So if he moves, it's oh my, sorry, I'm trying to read Booming Blade. If he moves after this, he takes 2d8 damage, and up front he's going to take I'm sorry, that was not a d8 that I rolled earlier. 8 9 12 damage.
12 damage. Ooh, solid.
Oh,
And since Cass is right there, you also get sneak attack, don't you?
I do. So that's an additional a lot. I can't do math in my head. 19 damage.
19. All right. What does this look like as you bring this poor person down to 1 hit point?
Oh god. Okay, so as she runs up and goes to stab him with the rapier, as she stabs, there's like a booming, like you could feel the vibration of thunder just emanate from where it impacts, and it just kind of like knocks the wind out of him as he's hit.
All right, excellent. Definitely doesn't look great. But you are now out of protection of the feathers. So, there's that.
Yes, I am.
Next is Alais.
Cool.
You have Bronson Legrand clutching you around the waist, hiding behind you.
Yeah, that's inconvenient. I'm going to first, as a bonus action, I believe. Let me double check wording on this. Okay, no. My action will be to move the moonbeam. So I'm going to move that over to this pile of people.
Perfect.
So those 4 people need to make con saves.
They fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. They will take 11 damage.
All right, same sort of deal. 2 of them managed to die. Oh, gosh, it's one of these situations. Hit. There we go. But other ones kind of along the edge managed to live.
Cool. This pillar, would it be obstructing a ranged attack? Like how?
Yes, it's like 5-6 feet thick, so it would be obstructing a ranged attack.
Okay. In that case, I will take my movement to get kind of like right here between these 2 squares.
All right.
And bonus action, use the magic bolt from Archer form.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the max damage it can do?
Let's see. Max damage, it is inconveniently located. Star Farm Archer. 1d8 plus 4.
All right, so already taking
12
12.
back.
Go ahead and roll an additional 8. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. What does this look like when it kills someone?
So when it shoots out, because there's no bow involved, it's just like him making the motion in the air. You see a shooting star come out of his fingertips, and just before it makes impact, it stretches itself into a arrow made of light, and upon impact, vanishes.
Excellent. Beautiful. Nice. All right.
Luke, I forgot that I was above 5th level and that it also takes an additional 1d8 thunder damage when I hit Undoing Blade, so I think that guy's dead.
Oh, very much so. Cool. Those 2 are gone. The 2
Sorry.
tough-looking individuals are gone. Wonderful. That's totally fine. That's great. All right. Are you all done, Elias?
Yes.
All right, Dolf.
All right,
What you up to?
It's time for me to look more cool. It's time for me to look more cool. So these, unfortunately, these fellows within this 10-foot radius right here. We're about to get some barbecue. I'm casting Flame Strike. So
Solid.
just the glow from Dolph's holy symbol of the shield and the duck and the bread just starts glowing, and Dolf just kind of goes like this, just two fingers up, and a huge column of fire from this point in a 10-foot radius. So like just all these guys up in here in front of me over here has to make a dexterity saving throw.
What do they have to beat?
17.
17. They failed.
All right, so they are taking 19 fire damage and 11 radiant damage.
Woo, so that's 30 damage total.
Yep.
Right.
Just a bunch of these dudes, you know. Just a bunch of these dudes, you know. We just thought, especially the ones that have more dark circles around them. Yep, good. Clear them out. Where'd I go?
Yeah.
Accidentally deleted you. Sorry, hang on. Let me adjust. There we go. Boom, there we go. You accidentally decimated yourself as well. Cool, all right.
Just a whole flame pillar just ups and goes away.
All right.
I'm assuming the duck goes right after me.
Yes.
He can't
that
do
goes
anything.
Right after you.
He can't do anything because he's concentrating on the spell. But he's concentrating on the feathery thing. But okay.
Noted.
So I'm just gonna move right over here to get in line of sight of anybody that's gonna run towards. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go over here. Back up Burgy.
Perfect. Speaking of Burgy, it is your turn.
Can I
Okay.
interrupt real fast?
Yes.
When you were doing things with those guys, you spawned some extra guys down at the bottom of the
Spawn
map.
more?
Oh, did
How?
This guy got a friend, and this guy down here got a friend.
Oh, how did I do that?
I think that like you may have like accidentally clicked something, and they had guys hiding behind them, and they
Okay,
popped
all
out.
right. We'll just.
Yeah.
They're
That
just like,
I just saw one randomly like pop up on the screen. I was like, no.
Yeah, here, surprise. There's another.
They're multiplying.
He
There-
said he's
yeah,
gonna
at-
kill one of us. He needs
They're all
as many
hydras.
enemies as possible.
Kill one, two more shall take their place. No, they're just normal humanoid creature people. All right, Burgy, what are you doing?
Okay, so I hope you'll allow me to do this just from a flavor perspective.
Oh, you know I'm
From
all
on my
about that
last
flavor.
turn, I didn't use my bonus action, but I scrambled to pull. I scrambled into my pockets and pulled out a piece of paper. After I hit someone, I unfold it, and then at the beginning of this turn, I look down and I go, "Oh yeah, I can slow my breathing whenever I like." He takes a deep.
Dolph is just gonna. You okay there, buddy? You good?
Mid-fight affirmations are important.
Take
He
a
takes
point
a
of
deep-
inspiration.
You've got two now. Do they
I
stack?
used inspiration here.
Oh, they don't.
He takes a deep breath, and in doing so, he uses something called wholeness of body. And as an action, he's only able to do this once a day. He regains 27 hit points, which puts me really close to full health.
Yeah, no kidding.
So he takes a deep breath and just you can just see him kind of like expand as actually you can't see the fullness of him because he looks like Rick Coolsley. But then after he does that, he's gonna say, I could overcome anxiety using the inner strengths. And he's going to, and to those in the chat who do not know his class, it's about to become very clear because I'm going to use a key point to use flurry of blows, and I'm going to hit the person that's right up and by Gabo there, and he's just gonna swing one fist, and that is going to be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, but he's gonna take another swing at the person right in front of him as part of that flurry of blows. Man, these rolls, I tell you, 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you telling me that Burgy is a monk and Alais is a druid? What?
Alais is more than a druid, buddy.
Is more than a druid? What?
Well, Burgy is not more than a monk. And
Alais hasn't shown his other half.
and sadly, those two hits went unhitting. So that
Damn.
is the end of my turn there.
With flurry of blows, don't you get 3?
I get.
I get two.
Only
Two.
2? Oh. All right.
I used my action to do the
That's
deep
right.
breathing thing, so that was just a bonus action key point flurry of blows, which gives me 2 hits.
That's right. Perfect. Okay. Lyra, you are
Right.
up.
So Lyra, seeing Burgy fail, is gonna come over and try to hit the same 2 guys. So I'm gonna roll for 1. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration to add a D8. And that extra D8 of damage will go to the other guy.
I should
That
have used
hit.
my inspiration.
Also, do I have my special sword?
Yes, you have your special sword.
Okay, and that does something. I was trying to go through Discord and find the stats on that.
Okay. Hang on, I'll tell
Couldn't
you.
find it.
It should.
Hey, chat. Let's talk for a bit.
There
I'm
we
not.
go.
I'm not scared to swing anything because I know that Luke is gonna use that nat 1 on me at some point. I'm not scared at all.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Let's not. That's not why I'm using spells
Hey,
that don't
Dusty,
require from
what
me.
if you go down? There's Dusty
Uh,
saving throws.
So, Anna, what it does, it's a +2 longsword. And as part of the attack action, you can spend a charge. It holds charges equal to your proficiency bonus. And the target you attack has to make a wisdom saving throw DC equal to 10 plus your charisma plus proficiency.
Okay.
If they fail, they take 3d6 psychic damage or half as much on a successful save.
Okay. So I'm gonna my hit was 17, which I think doesn't work, right?
17 does hit.
Oh, it does hit. Okay. So he's gonna take. Hold on. He has to make a save for that, or take the psychic damage.
Yes. Fails.
Okay, so he's taking 7 damage from the sword itself, and then 3d6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And did you add the +2 that the magic bonus gives to the damage?
Okay,
it's-
so he's taking 9 damage plus 11, 14, so 23 damage.
Okay. What does it look like when... Because this is the first time you've used this sword.
Right.
So this sword, what does it look like when it kills someone? What does it look like when it totally obliterates an individual?
Kind of like, I'm imagining kind of like how, in Stranger Things, you know, when Elle hurts someone, like their eyes start to bleed. So I kill him with the sword, but his eyes are also bleeding, because it was psychic damage that did the most damage. Also, the guy next to him, because I used Bardic Inspiration, takes 8 damage before I attack him.
Also dies.
Okay, so I still have an attack left then.
Yeah, and you have your movement.
And I have my full movement. So I'll just come around to this guy right here.
All right.
I can reach him, right?
Yeah. You have
Alright, so-
advantage. No, you're not actually flanking. So yeah.
Yeah, I want to stay within that little circle. Okay, that's another 17 to hit.
Are you spending a charge to do?
I'm not gonna spend a charge on this one.
Okay, 17 hits then.
Okay. And that is, you know, 8 damage.
And that's +2.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that one is also just totally gone.
Okay.
And with that, we're gonna do some more movement. As you know, all these suckers start to get
Oh
up
my
right
God.
up.
Whoa,
ya.
buddy!
That's yeah. We're gonna just put them there.
Oh, they're so fast.
These guys over there.
Hey, folks, do I have any more
that actually
damaging
worked
spells?
Quite well for me.
Yeah.
Do I have any more damaging spells?
Ta-ta.
Answer may surprise you.
These guys are leaving that, so they're not in it. Perfect. Oh, multiplying. Ha!
Oh God.
That's such a weird glitch. All right. So you're all getting attacks against you. Iz and Alais, both of you will just be straight rolls. Iz, they miss you entirely. Alais, what's your AC?
17.
All right, they miss you too. I'm rolling real low, y'all.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since Bronson is still hanging on me, can I use his body to sacrifice?
Are you committing a war crime?
Use Bronson as a human shield.
You're committing a war crime.
This
Hey,
is my favorite thing ever.
Give me a strength check. He's rolling with disadvantage because, you know,
because it's Bronson.
yeah, it's Bronson.
And he also thinks you're gonna protect him.
Our business dealings are done.
Oh my God.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Succeeds.
Oh, wait.
So,
No, it's strength, not athletics, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, dirty 20.
All right. Well, he failed miserably, so
Cool.
I re-rolled some attacks.
God.
The attackers at this time had rolled a natural 20.
Bronson has a shield.
Well, there goes our chariot racing.
Yeah, there goes. there
We
goes
will
that.
not be doing that anymore.
I mean, we might be able to still get
Hey
it.
guys, don't worry about it.
You
Bronson will be
successfully
just
just lifted up Bronson. You see an attacker coming, and you pull Bronson up, and the attacker stabs Bronson through the chest and pulls out, and Bronson falls over, dead.
Do we see
death
this?
like making death saves, right? Because he's an important NPC, so he gets the luxury of death saves.
No.
No, he's dead. All right.
He's a species.
Important
speciesist
NPCs
anyway.
can. Important NPCs just die when they're killed.
Maybe-
If
Surprise.
you don't give Gabo death saves, I riot.
Gabo
No.
is a different NPC.
He's a
campaign.
sidekick. That's
Yeah.
different.
Very
If
different
you
from.
left Tyler
Alright.
to his will.
I mean, the thing is, Elias doesn't care.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my God.
But
Does
the rest
Lyra
of you
still
don't
look like
see this
Tyler?
because your back is turned and you're too focused on the attackers coming at you. So y'all just don't see it.
Took care of my Bronson problem.
Does Lyra still look like Tyler?
No, I changed before
Okay.
we walked back in.
Yeah,
I,
they
I
Okay.
think I did.
concentration, I think,
Yeah.
required.
All right, cool. So there's that. Now
Oh.
this attack is going against Lyra. Misses.
There goes.
Are you sure?
Dolf.
Are you sure it misses?
I am positive it misses. What's your AC?
12.
It does hit. I keep forgetting your AC is so low.
Yeah, because I lost some attacking that thing.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Love that.
Dolf, your AC is what?
17.
This hits then.
Uh,
And
How-
sorry, I didn't roll enough dice for Lyra.
how
So
many?
In that case, Lyra,
How
you're
many are
taking
attacking me?
an additional 3 points. I rolled very low. Dolph, you're taking 8 points of damage. I also rolled really low for you.
How many are attacking me? Just
A
one?
bunch are attacking you. Like,
So,
so
and only one of them hits me?
yeah, essentially yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a reaction spell.
Alright. Wonderful.
It's called Acid Shield.
Oh, yeah.
As a reaction to a melee attack, I summon an acidic ward that floats in front of me. Anytime an attack misses me, the attacker must make a dexterity saving throw, or take 2d10 acid damage.
All right. And if attack hits you,
If it hits me, they don't take damage.
all right. So
Oh
they-
no! Additionally, a successful cause everybody that hits, if it's made of non-magical metal, take a -1 penalty on hit and damage rolls. Continuing on.
Noted.
So the one that hits me just takes a -1 penalty to hit and damage rolls. The rest take 6 acid damage.
They have to make a con save, right?
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
They take 6 if they fail, or 3 if they succeed.
All right. I believe 15.
17.
17. All right. So they take 6. That kills one of them. Nice, nice.
Just like pulling up a just Dolf is just magic casting so much. Just, and just a bunch of like acid just flows between his fingers, and that one whatever weapon comes through and hits, it's like, oh damn, but all the other ones get sprayed with acid. I took 8 damage, you said?
Yes, 8. And then finally, Burgy. Does 16 hit?
It does.
All right, so you're taking damage as well.
What are they hitting me with?
Short swords.
Okay.
Ooh, all right, that is going to be 16 points of piercing damage as they
Jeez, I don't
stab
like-
at you.
I don't like that.
Everyone else, I rolled 1s and 2s for damage. For you, I rolled 2 5s and a 3, and then all plus whatever extra damage they deal. So that was that. It is now Gobbo's turn. Gobbo. Ah, there's people right next to Gobbo. Perfect. Gobbo's just going to viciously attack.
Is
Viciously.
Garbo a warrior barbarian psychic or something? Like what's
No,
going on?
He's just a warrior.
He's just mad.
He's just mad.
Big
He
angry.
swings, but this one individual manages to kind of sidestep just barely, and Gobbo misses. And with that is top of the round. This is what's going on. They're still just screaming and yelling all around you as people are getting cut down, but you can see the numbers have thinned considerably. Between the ones the guards have managed to kill, there's quite a smaller number.
There's no more big guys left that I can see.
No more big guys.
Okay.
And so the numbers have thinned down considerably, and some of them are starting to retreat. Some of them are running towards the rope, and some have grabbed and begun climbing. So what are you doing?
I'm going to you said that some of them look like they're starting to retreat.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to on a nearby one. I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It's
What kind of
a
save?
Wisdom, 15 Wisdom save.
Failed.
Okay, cool. So he is thinks that I'm the funniest person in the world, and is also prone and incapacitated.
All right. Mark marking him with a little dot to say that that has occurred to him.
For 1 minute, and it can make a wisdom throw at the end of each of its turns.
Cool. Perfect. Are you doing anything else?
I'm going to start approaching the one I just knocked prone, and I'm gonna try and why not? I'm going to start taking out my jam jar.
All right.
I'm sorry, you're what?
The jam jar.
The jam jar. The
jar
jar
of
of jam.
jar.
Non-threatening jam
I-
jar.
The non-threatening jam jar.
I
snack.
really could use a mid-battle snack. So.
Sometimes you just gotta get your blood sugar up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Elias, what are you doing? You are surrounded effectively.
Yeah.
Some of those guys were actually still there. Not all of them have perished. So you're locked in, kind of all around.
Okay. I'm gonna cast sleep,
All right.
which should hit a lot of them.
What's the radius again?
It is I pick a point and then 20 feet all around that point. Get them. So I have a question. If I center it like where I'm standing, does it affect me? Because it's my
Yes.
spell.
Yes.
Yes.
It will affect you. Sleep is
Oh.
non. It just does. It just
Fantastic.
does.
I'm putting it onto this square then.
So we're kind of over here. So trying to hit these ones
Yes, so I should be able to get them.
should
And,
literally
yeah.
be able to hit all of the ones essentially from
Yeah.
here over.
So I already totaled the HP of how many creatures it can affect. So I rolled 38.
38.
So from the lowest current HP until 38 is gone.
Alright.
However many that drops unconscious is how many it drops unconscious.
All right, it manages to put 6 unconscious. And I'll say it's this one, that one. Oh, nope, not that. Don't click that. That.
Multiplying.
Somebody multiplied.
Oh God, no, not that. Not the multiplication.
Yeah, I think this dude right here has a pretty dark shadow.
Yeah, go ahead and just delete a few. Oh, accidentally wrong one. It's alright, I got multiples. Cool. Alright. And yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6 that have fallen asleep. So those 6 are asleep.
Cool. I'm going to use my bonus action to shillelagh on to this dude that's still awake in front of me. So that is 18 to hit,
18 to hit. That does in fact hit.
9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. So the one in front of you, just dead. Very, very dead.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
And since these guys are unconscious, I won't take any opportunity attacks. So I'm going to move to here.
Perfect. Alright. Cool. Dolph, what you doing? You got a dude in front of you.
Yeah. How we doing on? How's the peeps in the circle doing on health? I know Burgy's the one that got hit the most.
I've got I could take another big hit. One big hit.
One.
Just one big hit.
Just one big hit. Has Gabo been hit at all? Or
Gabo's
no?
not been hit yet.
All right.
All
so that's
rolls
a one.
against have been too low.
He also has a lot of temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that was a problem because it's like, hey, I used my one big damaging move already. So I guess I'm just left with using my weapon. So I'm gonna hit this dude with a hammer.
You do have your fancy new hammer.
I do have a fancy new hammer. So that's 17 will hit, right?
17 does hit.
Coolio. I should have set the stuff and rolled 20, not rolled 20. And so that is 7 damage to this dude in front of me.
And he's dead. Very gone. You
I whack-a-moled him.
whack-a-mole. He goes immediately into the ground, even though this is like stone slabs. Just immediately like a perfectly circular hole. Whoop, and then just vanishes.
You know what? I'm just gonna do a light healing word to Burgy. This is
Much
just,
appreciated.
just like a hey buddy,
Hey, how's it going?
you're doing good. You get 6 HP.
Oh, that feels so good.
All right. Next up, Burgy.
Okay. So he's still. He's just a flurry of flying limbs right now. So you're gonna see 1 foot fly out to the left and hit the person down here, or attempt to. And does a get out of town. I'm using my inspiration. I'm using it. What is that? When you give me inspiration, is that what is that?
You re-roll. Basically, you get advantage. So you
Doing
roll the d20 again and take whichever one's better.
Sick of not using these things. Okay, 16 to hit.
That hits.
Thank goodness. And that is going to be 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right, that just does it for that fella.
Excellent. Another limb is flying out of the other one on my right, and that's going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to do 6 damage.
That also does it for that fella.
Excellent. Is this person in range of me right now?
You know what? I believe he is. In fact, yes. Yes, he is.
Okie dokes.
A flurry of blows him.
I can just get 1 free hit without
Mhm.
using a key point. Because if I use flurry of blows, I can get 2 hits.
Yeah, you can get 1 hit if you just use your bonus action.
Yeah, and so I'm just trying to decide, unless I can move in between my flurry blows, but I don't think that makes sense. So I think I'm just gonna do a standard unarmed strike,
Perfect.
and that is that's not gonna do it. That's 12 to hit.
That does not.
Well, shoot, should have used my flurry of blows. Okie dokes. I'm going to. Ooh, if I move, I'll take an attack of opportunity, won't I?
I mean, as long as you don't move outside of his range.
True that. Okay, let's go out into chaos land, and I'm gonna leave the area of protection.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Boy.
That might be a terrible idea. I think that's a terrible idea. I'm regretting it already, but here we are.
The choice has been made.
And by the way, that whole time he was doing that, he's still going through the affirmations. I'm a strong and independent person, and there are no obstacles I can't overcome.
Excellent.
He's been saying that for the past 30 seconds. You think he's okay, Lyra?
No,
Certainly
Not
not.
at all.
do not.
Speaking of, Lyra, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to not worry about Alais, who is surrounded because I don't know him, and go for this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
With my sword because he's closer to Gabo. Oh, poop. So my first attack was 10.
10
hit.
misses.
Surprising. I'm gonna try again because I have 2 attacks.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't.
You do have the option of doing the deal with the devil. That is now a thing that we have implemented.
Sure.
Nice.
All right. So your
Sure.
attack has. You do have to implore me. You do-
Please.
Please, Dungeon Daddy.
I accept. Your attack has now become a natural 20.
Okay. Okay. So, that's a 12 damage automatically plus 1, so 13.
Yeah, very, very dead.
Okay.
Boom. Nope. He's one of the duplicates.
He's multiple.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I am out of stuff to do, so.
All right. In that case,
Oh, hey,
it
Alais.
is.
Alais, you're in the circle now.
Does that count? I'm right
Yeah,
on
you're
the
part.
edge.
Yeah, that's part of the circle.
Cool. So what do I get for that?
They get disadvantage on you.
Nice.
Gabo is gonna run out of the circle.
Gobble, please. Gobble.
No,
And attack
no,
that
no,
guy.
I need to
Gobble.
stop you. Can I grab him before he runs?
If it will cost your reaction.
I don't think I can do anything else with my reaction, so sure.
Alright. So this is just gonna be basically a dex check. His dex versus yours.
Okay. I got a 17.
Okay. Well, he got advantage on it, and he rolled a 3 and a 4.
Cool.
So you do manage to grab Gabo. Gabo is thrashing, and just swinging wildly.
Look at me?
Just in general, he's trying to get to that, and just is swinging his
Whoa,
short sword.
buddy. Whoa. Let's take some deep breaths here.
Oh
It's
no.
gonna be okay. Oh no.
Because he has
highly recommend it.
disadvantage. He has disadvantage because they're in the thing.
He's
Oh,
not
no.
aiming. This is just. It was one of those things where like it was a chance thing. I just wanted to see if it would.
Oh no.
Luck check.
Oh, a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
So that's problems for you, Anna, for Lyra.
You know this is gonna mess him up even more.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It
You're
is.
gonna mess me up.
Lyra, as
If
you
Gabo
swing-
kills me, I'm okay.
He's gonna mess
For
me
that
up so
permission.
much.
Gabo,
So this would be considered an attack, correct?
It has to be.
not really.
Right?
No, because it's just he's not attacking Lyra. He's just swinging. He's
That's
trying
still
to
an attack.
escape.
But like, if somebody is throwing a cup wildly and it hits you,
I mean,
you're still
all
gonna
of my
say they
attacks
hit
have
you
been
with a
me
cup.
wildly swinging.
Yeah,
No,
but
that's-
Yeah.
an attack is an intention to hit. He's not intending to hit. This was just a chance. This was a luck thing to see if in his wild swinging he would hit. This was not an attack.
How much is it?
12 damage.
Oh.
Slashing.
alright. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You
a
were
ton.
talking big. That was fine.
Yeah.
That was annoying, but it's fine.
So how do you react to getting hit? I mean, 12 damage is not small.
I mean, I'm sure I flinch. Like, ow. Like, watch where you're sticking that thing. You gotta calm down here.
Gabo stops and realizes what he did. And you see the kind of the wildness that was in his eyes fade away and is replaced with just massive crocodile tears.
Yeah.
As he realizes, he sees the slice kind of along your shoulder where he just kind of happened to cut you. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No. Man. And he's freaking out.
Okay.
Considerably.
We're going through some breathing exercises together.
Cuddle the duck. Cuddle the duck.
Cuddle the duck. Alright, so with that was Gabo's turn.
God.
At this point, all of them are retreating. The entire crowd, with a lot of the ones that the guards have now also dispatched, and the king and the prince, or the duke's son, the duke and the duke's son have managed to dispatch quite a few as well. And so all of them are starting to retreat. I need to roll for the ones that are asleep. They have to beat a 17.
Oh, I thought they just.
I think they're just asleep.
I thought they were just knocked out.
Oh, that's right.
They're knocked
Yeah,
out
they're just
until someone
unconscious.
touches them.
Oh, yeah, no, I need to roll for the one that is under Tasha's hideous laughter. So, what did they have to beat?
15.
15. Okay. That one manages to wake up. Or stop laughing.
Okay.
Uh,
it's still
as-
prone.
Still prone. Would have to use all of his movement to stand up after that, so he does that. He stands up. But no, because that was at the end of his turn. You're right, never mind. So he is still prone. So with that, this is kind of the last round as all of them are retreating. The majority of them, I'm going to just go ahead and remove except for the ones that are sleeping. The majority of the enemies have started climbing back up the ropes, even the ones that were attacking y'all. So, Burgy, you get an attack of opportunity against this one, and Alais, you can choose which one you want to attack, because you only get one attack of opportunity per round.
Cool. I'll go for that guy.
All right, so Burgy and Alais, go ahead and roll attack rolls, and tell me the damage.
That's a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 9 points of damage.
Very dead. Perfect.
23 to hit, 10 damage.
Very dead. Alright. So, these are all the individuals that have started running away. A lot of them are being killed as they flee.
And they're fleeing via ropes up, all of them?
As some of them are grabbing ropes and a bunch are, the ropes are being pulled incredibly quickly up. So it's not like they are actively climbing, but some of the ropes that are full of people who are running away are basically being quickly wound up back to the top of the roof.
Okay. Nobody went out the door, though.
No.
Everyone's going out the roof.
Correct. Oops. So, what are you doing?
Well, I took out my jar of jam. I'm gonna scoop a little bit, and I'm gonna boop this guy on the nose in front of me.
All right, what happens to him?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
It happens.
What the hell does this jam do?
Has to beat a 15.
What's happening?
He fails.
He shrinks down into a little frog. And I'm gonna scoop him up and put him in my pocket.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to send Cass up out the ceiling and to like kind of scout around and see what's going on up there.
Noted.
I wonder. I'm excited to find out how permanent the effects of this is.
Suddenly gonna be a guy that just like pops out of her pocket in like
I'm so excited to use this.
30 minutes.
Oh, this is good. All right, cool. Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
That's it.
All right. Where is my cursor gone? My cursor just disappeared. It's doing things, but I don't know where it went. Anyways, all right. Alais, people are escaping. You have 6 individuals asleep on the ground.
Elias is gonna just pull rope out of his little side bag. He has silk rope because, of course.
Of course.
And he is going to tie them all together. So he'll tie these 4 that are grouped up and then drag the other 2 to tie them all. Little stack of sleeping individuals, and once they're all tied up, he'll slap one of them across their face to wake them out of unconsciousness.
All right. So, we'll get to that when we're all out. So, Dolf, what are you doing?
Were you hit?
No.
No? Alright. I'm just gonna... let's see. I'm gonna do... Mass Healing Word. And I'm gonna cast it at 4th level. So...
All right.
So we're gonna get... everyone get... I'm looking at the number and I'm like, I can't read this number. Everyone gets... Wow. Why am I... 11 health back. Burgy, Lyra,
Thank you.
and I can't heal myself.
You can't heal yourself?
Nope. That's only life domain clerics.
For healing
And
word?
I guess I'll give it to Elias as well.
Oh, Elias has not a scratch on him.
Cool.
His clothes aren't even wrinkled.
Cool. Just any random 4 other people.
A few guards who definitely look pretty hurt are very thankful.
Yeah.
Definitely nodding towards you in appreciation.
Cool,
Burgy.
cool.
Are there ropes still hanging?
Yes. There's still actively some climbing with the ropes not quite having been pulled up.
Excellent. I am going to... Where is it? I'm going to use a little something called Hidden Step. And as a bonus action, I'm turning invisible.
Oh.
And then I'm going to jump onto one of these ropes.
All right.
Now, that being said, I'm a heavy dude.
All right, yeah, so we're going to see... Oh, Yeah, no. So you managed to get on the rope. We'll get to that in a second. Last, Lyra, you're holding Gabo. What do you
I'm
want to do?
300 pounds, by the way. Sorry.
No.
I am holding Gabo. Has
do you
he
want?
calmed down at all?
Yes, he is sobbing. He is like trying to like
Oh, that's not
put-
calmed down then.
put no, yeah, sorry. He's calmed down from like swinging a sword, but he's like dropped his sword and he's trying to put pressure on the cut where he slashed you.
Okay. Let me okay, give me 6 seconds. Just breathe in, breathe out for 6 seconds. No, slowly. Hold it for a second, out for a second. In for a second, out for a second. Okay, just sit tight for 4 more seconds. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast 2 of the ropes.
Okay. So
On
I'll
my
say
rope,
you
hopefully.
did. You saw Burgy go invisible, but you did
Yeah,
not.
sorry, I have no idea, Burgy.
All right, so
No!
I'm gonna give. There are 4 ropes that you could hit.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Burgy, I know which one you are. Anna, which 2 are you hitting?
Well, I'm facing Gabo towards the throne, so one here, like whichever one's up here, whichever one's up here, in those 2 directions. Because that's the way I'm facing right now.
All right. Okay, so you're facing the opposite direction that Burgy went.
I guess so, because I'm facing Gabo.
Okay. There's still a chance. Still a chance. So.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, we could, if. Did you have a vision as to where those ropes were, Luke? Because I went to the closest one that's to me, and but that could be.
That was
still
like
could
right
be
here. So it's
Okay.
still within Lyra's line of sight.
Okay. Okay.
So Anna, they're not numbered any specific way.
'Kay.
I know which ones are which. Anna, which 2 are you hitting?
Well, can you show me where they are?
Sorry, my cursor's still gone, so I can't even see where it is on the screen. I don't know why it disappeared. So there's one there.
Where is?
Yeah, right next to is. There's one right there. There's one there. Oh, and there's one right up here, over there.
Okay, I would do this one, and the one that was up here.
Okay.
Because I'm basically like talking to Gabo, and then I stand up, and the one that's directly in front of me, and then probably the one that's like over here.
All right. How high up are you aiming?
I'm trying to aim towards where like it's up at the ceiling, so it like cuts and they fall.
All right. So this is gonna be more for an accuracy thing.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll to hit with both of those. You're gonna cut them in half if you hit.
Okay. Does a 25 hit?
Yes, 25 hits.
Okay. And a dirty 20.
Both hit. So this is what happens. All of these things are happening at once. Elias, you have woken up one of these individuals who you've tied up. And they start seeing people retreating and start trying to escape, are unable to. Burgy, you go invisible, jump on a rope, and are immediately pulled up as that rope starts retracting to the top. And Lyra, you managed to cut 2 ropes where there's probably about, I'd say, 18 people between both of these ropes that were starting to ascend back up as the ropes were kind of violently jerked up to the ceiling. You cut those ropes.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of those individuals fall and break legs, die. They're all incapacitated.
Okay.
At the very least, you managed to incapacitate 18 individuals with that.
Using Bronson was a war crime. All right.
That was a cantrip.
Not a war crime, a cantrip.
That was iconic.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
So was I on one of the ones that got cut or no?
Yeah, no, you were not. You managed to get all the way up.
Nice.
So this is where things are gonna take a twist. Burgy. On this roof, you see multiple very odd looking things that have been set up around the roof. They look like strange metallic birds. And these individuals are hopping in multiple. They're big enough that they can hold multiple individuals at a time. They don't have necessarily wings, but they're more like slants that face forward. So kind of like, imagine a V shape. They're like V's, but the V's are the front. They are piling into these things, and some of them you can see they're very large, easily 20 feet across, and some are piling in, and these things are starting to fly away.
I want to get in.
All right. Since you're invisible, go ahead and give me a stealth check. The DC is just going to be really low.
Oh, come on. 14.
Okay, yeah. You managed to sneak on, no problem, and the strange-looking doors close behind you.
No.
And it flies away.
Burgy got himself kidnapped.
And none of us saw him go. Like, none
Burgy's
of us
just
know.
gone
He's
to
just
y'all's
gone.
knowledge.
True. Oops.
Oops.
This isn't an oops moment.
All right, second backup character.
I'm
Here we
not-
go.
I'm tired.
Hey, I'm
I'm
so
not oopsing
emotionally
the rope
attached to
climbing and the
Burgy.
getting in. I'm oopsing doing it in such a way that none of you know where I am.
We legitimately have no idea. Like, you could have
We
just
can't
walked
even-
out
we
the
can't
door
even
and we
contact
wouldn't
him.
know.
We can't even contact him at all.
No, we don't even have the Quackers gift.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
And the thing is, if he wasn't invisible, Casper would have seen him.
Yeah, a lot of people would have seen him.
Okay.
On the bright side, we have some prisoners.
You are now out of initiative. All right.
I feel like it'll cause Dolf to have a drinking problem.
Oh my gosh.
God. He's so stressed out.
All right. This is how this is gonna work.
Yep.
So as the
Nope.
last of the attackers retreat, all of you can look up and see these strange shapes just suddenly fly away and vanish. And now you can see the devastation around you. There are bodies everywhere. Many are guests who attended, traveling nobles, merchants, what have you, people of notable influence. The cage that held the Sirkin has been tossed on its side, with the door open and the cage is empty.
Oh no.
So we're gonna not be out of initiative.
The Lords Sarsin, the Duke and his son, are standing on top of the steps around the throne with guards next to them and heaps of dead attackers around them. They seem to be a little worse for wear, but certainly live. There is so many bodies, and all of you feel uneasy with the carnage. And there's just tears on many guests' face as people are crying, having lost friends, family, loved ones. The Duke's face is solemn and harsh. You do see a few people. Sovelia standing with a short sword, having cut the hem of her dress so she's got more maneuverability. You see tall dragon lady.
I was gonna ask.
She's standing, and there's sort of this strange aura around her. She seems untouched. There's many guests who are hiding behind various guards. Allfather Cure has the majority of surviving guests behind him, as through his magic was able to save many people. But there is a silence that aches at this destruction, as there's not been an attack like this in over 100 years. This was an unprecedented attack against a noble, a lord, a duke. And on top of that, attacks against many of the nobles and royals from the surrounding areas and farther. As if the attackers knew who would be here. And as you look around, Burgy is nowhere to be seen. He is gone, just like the attackers. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the session.
Can I do one little tiny thing? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. It depends on what it is.
Okay, that's totally fair. So hidden step only lasts one round. But what I would like to do, as soon as I board the aircraft, is I would like to use disguise self and change myself to the appearance of one of the attackers.
Perfect. We'll say that's what you did as you were going up the rope, changed into one, and you were able to make it in without a stealth check.
Sure.
So, wonderful.
We're gonna accidentally kill Burgy.
Luke, you and I are gonna talk after we're done here.
Okay.
We've got a
Right,
lot to
you've
go
been asked to
over.
stay after class.
I'm gonna need you to stay after
Am I in
class.
trouble?
No, I'm actually very excited. This is gonna be really good because things are. Don't worry. You don't have to pull up a backup
Another
character.
back.
You don't have to do that. I've got other things.
Okie dokie.
As much as I love Tyler, I'm so deeply emotionally attached to Burgy. Don't you dare. I love him so much.
All right. So with that, thank you everyone for joining. This was quite the combat. Y'all did a lot of things. I think Lyra, you've killed so many people.
So many.
I know I killed 27 in just 2 turns because the 18, it was the 9 with the pillar, and then it was the 18 that may have possibly died, definitely got really injured. And then
We
there
weren't
was
wasting heals on them. They certainly died after a minute.
yeah, that's true. And then it was like, what, 8 or more? No, that's too many. Like 6 or more, just with my sword.
Somewhere around 30.
Yeah, I definitely got more than 30.
Definitely more than 30.
So that's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
but
I-
Demon Shield Bronson got some shame thrown on it.
What's up?
I want to ask a question, and you can tell me if it's not like relevant net rate, like if we need to wait. But I feel like we've heard of these contraptions before,
You have.
and it's being like probably a year since the last
It
time.
has, because the last time you heard about them was when Jobriath woke up after being attacked.
That's right.
Because he was attacked by things just like those
Oh, God
contraptions.
damn
Okay,
it.
and we would remember that.
Yes, you would
In
not. You would
game.
remember that. Burgy would not. Neither would Alais.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. But we would, because I was like, I know that we've had this conversation before about something that was like this. Okay.
Yes.
Luke.
We're in danger.
What?
This goes to show, folks. You gotta take notes. I don't take notes. You gotta take notes.
Gotta take notes.
I have a frog now.
You have a frog.
You got to use your jam, and now you have a
Your
frog.
jam causes polymorph?
Yeah.
Is it permanent?
No.
Is it reliably a frog?
In
or
about 1 hour, there will be a man popping out of my pocket.
Why did you put the frog in your pocket?
For
I didn't want it to jump away.
Oh, valid answer. Good.
God.
Good for
Oh
me.
my god.
All right, well, y'all, thank y'all so much for hanging out. We will be back first Tuesday of next month. I will remember what the date of that day is in shortly. It is, yes, the 5th. First Tuesday of next month
Oh, wow.
is the 5th. We will return then.
So patriotic.
I know, right?
Not the day. I'm not American, but
Yeah, that's why it's the day after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When is Canada Day?
It's July 1st.
Ah, cool. So you're more free. You're free before we are. You celebrate. You got the freedoms before we did.
I don't. Yeah, we don't. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we celebrate freedom on our day.
We don't celebrate it on ours either.
No.
It's about getting drunk and setting off illegal fireworks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we do.
Oh my
Okay, we-
God.
Yeah, freedoms. Yeah.
The freedom to set off illegal fireworks.
Yeah, well, we're all secretly planning to mass leave the country.
It's secretly.
We are
Anyways.
on stream.
So thank y'all again. If you want more content like this, please check out our podcast. It is by the same name, Misty Mountain Legends. You can find it wherever podcasts can be found. We also started a Patreon. I probably should have put the link for that down in our descriptions and stuff, but you can find us on Patreon.
It's right there.
Oh, is it? Where is
If
it?
you look at About Misty Mountain Legends, right
Oh.
under the stream.
I did add it.
it's
Wow,
the
look at
top
me.
one.
Wow, I did add that. Wow. So there
Thanks,
you go.
Pass Luke.
Yeah, I did so good. Yeah, so please go check that out. We put a lot of cool stuff there. Eventually, we'll be putting, special content, behind the scenes stuff from our live streams, from extra episodes of the podcast. Right now, we're just kind of starting out, but you can get Pinto's only pause for in there, and it's pretty great. Announcements from the rest of you.
Socials will be in the chat. Other than that, I feel like where I currently live is a big enough place that I'm comfortable saying this. If anybody has good recs for stuff to do around Philly, DM them to me.
All right.
I'll put my socials in the chat. You should follow me, and I am in between jobs at the moment, and so if you have any good recs for what I should do with my life, hit me up.
You can join
Tell us
me in
how to
writing
live
a
our
book.
lives, please.
What was that?
You should join me in writing a book.
Yeah,
I
Anna
mean,
and
I
Luke co-write
don't have a
book.
creative writing degree, but like I
You
could.
don't need a degree. My degree is practically useless. Let's be honest. It's
The American education system.
Yeah, but my Luke Aaron Holtz on everything. I'll throw it in the chat.
All right. Anyone else before AJ does? All right, AJ, take it away.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. I'm a video editor, transcriber, streamer, voice actor, and producer. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media: Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. On TikTok, I'm trying to reach 50K because when I hit 50K, I have my own version of only ad thing at the end called Only Tears, in which I watch I consume a piece of media and then I cry about it. And if I hit 50K on TikTok, I'll release it for everyone because currently only my friends can watch it.
It's beautiful.
It's so good.
On what do I even start with? God. On Fridays, you can catch me on the Star Trek adventure show called Lost Frontier. We are on season 2. We're on episode 4 for on Friday. I play Dr. Tixel Tix, a nervous ball of energy doctor in the vast frontier known as space upon the USS Solstice. We just got out of a really intense situation, and we just had a memorial service. It was very emotional. Like these past couple episodes, really emotional. And then we met a Q, and that is fucking us up. We may have ended up in a time stream in which things are bad. So tune in on Critical Misses on Fridays at 8 p.m. EST to watch the Lost Frontier. I keep on trying to change the name. Soon on Thursdays, I will be in a Power Ranger show, but I'm not going to reveal any information about that yet. On Saturdays, I'm going to be in another D&D show, which I'm not going to reveal any information about that either. On every other Tuesday on every podcast service, you can find me on the D&D actual play 5e actual play through Hollow Flames, which is DM'd by the lovely It's the Riddler, and I play Boone Riffin, a half-orc, halfling, and monk. He has a chain now that is comparable to Soul Calibur in Soul Calibur, the name of the game. So yes, it talks to me. Yes, it wants souls, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's great.
Everything's great. Do I have anything else to? If you want to hire me to do any video editing stuff or transcribing stuff, I'm a little booked at the moment, but video editing stuff, you can hit me up on Twitter, Husha_kid, and we'll discuss prices and whatnot. And also, you can see me this year again at Gen Con. I'll be there. I will be there with Critical Misses. Critical Misses is doing a morning ritual show on the Friday, the first day. No, that's not the first. Well, on Friday of Gen Con. So you can definitely catch me there. It's gonna be literally the first thing you can do at Gen Con. And we got some special guests. We got Katiosaurus coming into morning ritual again. So it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. So if you're at Gen Con, try to find me.
Nice. All right. With that, thank you. Last thanks to Arcane Anthems for the music and everything, which you hear is great. And thank you to Anne the Gnome, who came up with the Deal with the Devil homebrew rule that we just utilized. Go follow her on TikTok. Great stuff. Hilarious D&D dad jokes. And thank you to Luke and AJ for creating many of the graphic stuffs you see, doing great stuff. And thank you to all my players. You're all wonderful. You all did such a great job. I know this is the first time we've done combat in forever, so hope you enjoyed it, getting to use all your fun abilities. Yeah, so with that, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you to our meme page, who I hope we provided some content for.
Bronson as a human shield.
Yeah, that's that's gonna have some repercussions. We'll see about that later. With that, thank you all so much. Thank you, chat, for being here, and we hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Bye.